further your agenda, and that is actually to develop one dealership. Right now I do feel there are two dealerships. There is the cyber dealership, and I think there is the bricks and mortar dealership. And I think the dealerships, the dealers are grappling with that transition, and I think it's a generational transition as Sean said before, some of the younger people today that are running BDCs are eventually going to be running dealerships, and then you will not have the great divide that you have now. So what I'm going to be talking about are, as each speaker's been up here, I'm trying to weave in what my topic is, but also not reiterate what other dealers have already talked about. And I'm going to first tell you a story. I have a manager of mine, his name is John Crooks. I mean, is that the worst name you could have as a guy in the car business? So I tell John Crooks, I said, John, and I don't call anybody Mr. C, Mr. whatever, I said, I just can't page John Crooks. So I said, you are now Johnny C. So anyway, John C is a very experienced manager, and I do still desk deals on Saturday and talk to customers religiously. And I don't, JD had mentioned it, I don't go in as Paul Sansone Jr. because I do want them, the owner of the business, because I want the people to understand I'm going in more as a training session than I am as the owner. So I just happened to be walking by the Nissan desk, and the sales manager, John C., says to me, oh God, I got Joe Hardass out here. The guy won't even give me his name. And I said, all right, let me go out and talk to the guy. So I figured this time I need a little bit extra juice, so while I normally don't go, hi, I'm Paul Sansone Jr., this time I did. And told them I'm the owner of the dealership. Hi, I'm Paul Sansone Jr., I own the dealership, welcome Sansone Jr. 66 Auto Mall. The guy barely takes his hand out of his pocket and says, why are you guys making this so difficult? And I said, I'm just confused. And the guy said, what can you be confused at? I want the best price on this Ultima right here. I said, I'm confused about what price to give you. I said, I don't know whether to give you the price where I got to lie to you and give you $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000 under because you got all the notebooks under your arm, that you've already told me you've been to 3 dealerships, you already said you're going to another 3 dealerships, or do I give you the price that here's the invoice on the car, I'm entitled to make a few dollars profit, and let's work it out. So I said, so that's what I'm confused at. So the guy was either going to tell me to go screw or not. Well, the guy didn't tell me to go screw. He said, what's my car worth? So now mentally I've got the dog and pony show going on. I said, okay, now I know I got the guy. He didn't tell me to go screw. So I go out to the car, I get my little, my calculator, how long have you owned the car, if you're going to resell the car, what kind of reconditioning would you have to do to it, boom, 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 boom. And I have the manager, my experienced manager, following me like he's a rookie salesman. So I go back in the showroom, and I told him that, make the math easy. Our employee program is 2% over, our friends and family program is 2% over invoice, a $25,000 car. Ask the guy for a $500 profit margin, your car is worth X. Boom, here's your price. The guy looks at me and says, that is by far the worst price I've gotten, but the best deal. Shakes my hand and goes out to the parking lot. Johnny C nudges me and goes, what does that mean? Does that mean he's buying a car? I said, I don't